and welcome to the Owatonna Today Show. Happy Friday to you. Thank you so much for joining us. As you know, we are a program that is sponsored, and it is those sponsors that keep us on here and bringing you the information you need for your community, so we'd like to thank them. And we're going to start off by thanking our premier supporters. We do want to thank the City of Owatonna, Express Employment Professionals, Mayo Clinic Health System of Owatonna, Owatonna Public Utilities, Safe and Drug-Free Coalition of Steele County. Thank you to each and every one of those. And of course, there's our primary supporters, Amy Swain Hearing Centers, Little Theater of Owatonna, and Owatonna Care Center. And then we have our interlude supporters, people we could not do the show without. They include Abraham Consulting Technology, A+ Sew and Vac, Brenda Bednar Mortgage, Glenn Meager and Tim Thomas of the Brick Meager Funeral Home and Medford Funeral Home, Brookdale Senior Living, Sterling House in Clare Bridge of Owatonna, Carlson Branstad and Company CPAs, Fairview Animal Medical Center, ERA Gillespie Real Estate, Horizon Eye Care Professionals, Clancher and Son Landscaping and Concrete, Napa Auto Service, Owatonna Business Incubator, Pizza Ranch of Owatonna, Perfinium Financial, R&K Electric, Snap Fitness, Steele County Blades Junior Hockey, Steele County Historical Society, the Third Hand Incorporated Video Productions, and TPS Insurance. Thank you to each and every one of those businesses. We'd also like you to thank them by going in, telling them that you've seen their names on the show, heard the name on the show, and thank them yourself. That'd be a great opportunity. We're always looking for some more supporters. So if you know someone or you or your business would like to support us right here on the Owatonna Today Show, please contact Leanne at 390-5751. And private individuals are more than welcome to join us as well. They can send us a donation at Owatonna Today, 1130 North Elm Avenue, Owatonna, Minnesota, 55060. Thank you so much for all your support. We look forward to more in the future. Stick with us. We're going to be speaking with the Big Brothers and Big Sisters, and we're also going to be talking to the Sports and Wellness Initiative. A lot of fun coming up right here on the Owatonna Today Show.
Hi, I'm Jody Voisin with the staff at Fairview Animal Medical Center, your other family doctor. Fairview Animal Medical Center is a proud supporter of the Owatonna Today Show.
Do you have a fire escape plan for your family? The Owatonna Fire Department encourages you to take a minute and make a fire escape plan for your home. The plan should include 2 ways out of every room in your home. Once outside, do not go back into the house for anything. Practice the plan during the day and in the evening so you understand how to get out of the house when it's dark out. Have a central meeting place, a big oak tree or a mailbox to meet at so everyone can be accounted for. This is a fire safety tip from the Owatonna Fire Department.
Hi, we're Mark and Becky Stevens of the Owatonna Pizza Ranch.
And we support the Owatonna Today Show.
And we're back with the Owatonna Today Show. We have with us Robyn, Goldy, and Michelle Redman. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
They're with the Big Brothers and Big Sisters program, and we're going to talk a little bit about that. But first, if you don't mind, I'd love for you to introduce yourself, tell us what you do with Big Brothers, and then we'll go from there. Robyn, let's start with you.
Well, I'm Robyn Goldy, and I'm the Marketing and Recruitment Director.
Okay, good.
And I'm Michelle Redman, and I'm the Fund Development Director for Big Brothers Big Sisters.
Good. Now, Big Brothers and Big Sisters has been around for quite a while. And so would you mind telling us, Robyn, a little bit about the organization and what its goals are?
Well, we are a youth mentoring organization, and Big Brothers Big Sisters of Southern Minnesota, we're proud to say that 2012 was 40 years of serving children in the Dodge, Rice, and Steele County areas. So we just love to bring in volunteers and mentor children to give them brighter futures.
Okay, well, and I want to talk to you a little bit about 2012. It was the 40th year. That's so exciting. But tell me a little bit, Michelle, about some of the events that happened in 2012.
Oh, we had our Evening for Kids' Sake, our Bowl for Kids' Sake, and our Big Cup Golf Tournament, which were all a tremendous success. The community came out and supported us once again, as they always do, and we could not do it without this wonderful community. And Evening for Kids' Sake, we had our goal. We smashed our goal. It was great success at the History Center, and we are going to do it again at the History Center. They have such a beautiful facility, and they can really hold a lot of people. So we had 272 people come out, which is the most people that we've ever had at our evening, and we just had a great success. And along with Bowl for Kids' Sake, we had over 500 bowlers right here in Owatonna, and over 100 in Faribault come out and support us through Bowl for Kids' Sake, and that has been wonderful.
Let's talk a little bit about what those were fundraisers to raise funds. Talk to us a little bit about what those funds are used for as they move forward.
Great. Those funds are used directly to match volunteers with children in our communities. We go through a great extent of interviewing, well, first of all, Robyn recruiting, and then interviewing and screening, background checks, our volunteers, and then our match support specialists and enrollment specialists go ahead and match the right volunteer with the child. And then our match support specialists follow up all throughout the year and connect with those matches to make sure we don't just put a volunteer with a child. We make sure that it's a great match to begin with, and then we follow up with them to make sure that there's no problems throughout the match, and just to keep encouraging that match throughout the years that they are together. So that's what really sets our program apart from any other program.
Is the hands-on.
Is the hands-on and that commitment of our match support specialists to be part of that match. If anything, and it's not so much that if there's any problems, but also just the encouragement, getting together if they're starting to think about, okay, it's 8th grade. I know you're not thinking about college, your little's not thinking about college, but what kind of college prep can we start talking about? How can we start instilling that college information into the child? So the match support specialist is there to do that.
Okay, and so what it sounds like is you give the tools necessary to meet those needs of that little and where they are at that time and where they will be in the future.
Exactly. Thank you for putting in such good words for me.
Oh, I make stuff up all the time. So Robyn, you yourself are a big.
I am.
And so tell me a little bit about the program itself and how you got involved and why other people should consider doing that as well.
Well, I got involved a couple of years ago because I thought, I want to give back to my community in some way, and I thought, being a big sister sounded like a lot of fun, like a fun way to give back. And so I met one of the enrollment specialists, and he was a friend of mine, and he said, hey, why don't you think about Big Brothers Big Sisters? So I became a big sister, and he was right. It's been just a lot of fun, and I just get together with my little a couple of times a month, and we spend some time together. When I got together with her, she was 11 years old, and now she's 14. So seeing her grow up and mature, that has also been a really rewarding experience.
And for her, it's rewarding because she has a long-term commitment with someone who she can talk to and can mentor her through these things. And in fact, it's National Mentoring Month. So talk a little bit about that.
Well, National Mentoring Month occurs every year during January, and it's just an opportunity for everyone to celebrate the mentors in their lives, whether they be informal mentors or formal mentors. So an informal mentor could be someone like a teacher or a friend or a family mentor or a family member that has really helped you in some way. So, and then formal mentors obviously are through a program like Big Brothers Big Sisters. So National Mentoring Month, it's a great opportunity to think about, maybe starting a workplace mentoring program or getting involved in a local organization mentoring. Obviously, we'd love it if you considered Big Brothers Big Sisters. Yeah, exactly. We have more than 100 children on our waiting list, waiting for a big brother or a big sister. And studies have shown that children who are mentored through a program like Big Brothers Big Sisters, they do better in school, they get along better with peers and family, they're more likely to stay away from drugs and alcohol, and are less likely to use violence as a means of solving conflict. So again, we're here to promote Big Brothers Big Sisters and mentoring in general, and if anyone is interested in becoming a volunteer for Big Brothers Big Sisters or enrolling their child in Big Brothers Big Sisters, they're welcome to contact us.
So Michelle, we talked about over 100 children waiting for volunteers. Yes. And so part of you mentioned a little bit about the fundraising, how it's to match those people. So tell me a little bit about the next year. We've got 2013 coming up, more fundraisers. What are some of the opportunities that people have to help give? If they can't give up their time, because that happens sometimes, it's easier to give money sometimes than it is time. What are some ways they can do that?
Well, they can come to our Evening for Kids' Sake, which is on March 23rd, once again at the History Center here in Steele County. And that is just a fun evening. We have dinner, silent auction, and live auction. We also honor our Bigs of the Year. We're right now in the process of selecting our Bigs of the Year and putting them up to national, and that is a really wonderful honor. Our Big of the Year last year was 87-year-old Georgia Vincent, and to have her speak at our evening, it was just delightful. And our Big Brother of the Year and our Big Couple of the Year, there's not a dry eye in that house. It is just amazing. And then also, if you can't come to Evening for Kids' Sake, or if you can also do Bowl for Kids' Sake, and that is a great opportunity. You can come out and bowl with your family, with your company, and that is on April 20th here in Owatonna, and then April 19th in Faribault.
And it's just one big party.
It is one big party because the fundraising happens before the event. So we ask people to go out and fundraise, and it's so easy now that it's all online, and you can just send out this email that we help you create, and you send it out to all your contacts, and oh my goodness, all of a sudden you look in, you're getting donations rolling in, and it's wonderful, and it's super easy. So we ask that corporations get involved with that, families get involved with that, and anybody. It's so much fun, and come out and bowl, and we have tons of fun prizes.
And what's exciting about that kind of fundraising is you know that when you donate that money, it's going to go to a child in this area.
Exactly.
That it's going to connect some child and make their life better right here, right now.
And what's so neat about it is the bowling alleys we work with Spare Time Entertainment here in Owatonna, and we also work with J&J Bowling Center in Faribault. They donate 100% to us.
Wow.
So we don't pay for bowling. We don't pay for anything when they're there. The only thing we pay for is the prizes, like the t-shirts, and we get a great deal on them. So the money that you are raising, you can guarantee are going directly to the kids that we serve.
That's so exciting.
And I also have to mention, because not only with the fundraisers, we also have great support through our agency partners. We have 3 current agency partners that are our platinum members. We have Wells Fargo, Federated Insurance, and Walzer that are coming to town. And we have a gold partner, Go for Sport. Without these agency partners, we couldn't do what we do, because they not only support our fundraisers, but they support us throughout the whole year, so we can count on that money to serve the children of Owatonna and Faribault, and also
Well, you were
Dodge
mentioning
County.
that you and your husband are both bigs.
We are.
So why don't you tell us, give everyone an idea why you do it as a family, and some maybe encourage them to do it as well.
Well, I started out as a school site mentor because I didn't think I would have a lot of time because I have 3 kids at home. So I meet with my little at school every Tuesday, and we've been doing it the last 5 school years. And it's so much fun, and it's so rewarding. And I get out. I think I get more from it than my little gets from it, but I don't know, she might differ. My husband, it took a little time to talk him into being a big. As men, they're a little slower on volunteering, as we all know. But we need the men to come out and volunteer, and I wish my husband was here to talk about it. He loves it. Actually, he's meeting with his little tonight, and they hang out every couple weeks, go out for dinner, and go to a movie, and it's just gives them so much fulfillment, the big and the little. The little loves to be able to talk to my husband about things that he can't talk to his mom about, and my husband comes home just beaming that he's able to help. So
Well, the
wonderful.
contact information is right there on the screen. We'd love for you to go ahead and contact them if you're interested in any donations or being a big. It's a great opportunity. Lady, thank you for your time. We appreciate it.
Thank you
Ladies,
so much.
do the plural.
There you
We'll be right back with the Owatonna Today Show.
Hi, this is Dave Efforts with TPS Insurance, and we are proud supporters of the Owatonna Today Show.
Hello, my name is Shannon Cliff. I'm the Patient Services Manager at Mayo Clinic Health System in Owatonna. I'd like to talk with you about our same-day clinic. Starting at 7 o'clock, you can call into the clinic where we will look for an appointment with your primary care provider. The second option, we would look to our same-day clinic to book an appointment. The third option would then be to have you walk into our facility to be seen. If you have any questions regarding same-day appointments, we'd be happy to answer them. Please call 451-1120.
I needed more than just another dead-end job. I wanted a career, so I expressed myself.
With the kids off to college, I decided it was time for me to go back to work and express myself.
Express got me in touch with some really great companies. Now I'm on my way to a great career.
Express Employment Professionals is in contact with thousands of companies in need of quality employees. Come in now and get the job you deserve.
Express yourself today.
Hi, I'm Doug Johnson with the Owatonna Business Incubator. We're here to help small businesses start and to grow. We're a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
Hi, my name is Dave Olson and I'm with R&K Electric, where we provide power to the people. We're proud supporters of the Owatonna Today Show.
I'm Mark Woodrich with Steele County Blades Junior Hockey. Come back to the orange and black. We'll see you at the rink. The Steele County Blades are very proud supporters of the Owatonna Today Show.
And we're back with the Owatonna Today Show. I have with me Peng, Olson, and Mike Beckman. Hello, how are you?
Hi, we're well.
I'm so excited to have you back because you've got some big news. They are with the Sports and Wellness Initiative. This is an initiative that's been going on for a couple of years.
No, actually not.
Not even?
We started in 2012. I
Okay.
would say probably late March, early April.
Oh, so not
was
even
when,
a year.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Probably more late April, early May.
Yeah, when we start getting going.
Yeah.
And so you've been working not even a year, coming up in a year, and yet things are moving along really quickly. First of all, Peng, let's introduce yourself, and we'll have you do that too, Mike. Tell us who you are, and then I'd love a rundown of what this actually initiative is.
Okay. I'm Peng Olson. I live here in Owatonna, and I've lived here since 1993. Next to me is, go ahead, you introduce
Mike
yourself.
Beckman. I've been here, I'm not even sure how many years at this point. I think
it's all a blur.
Yeah, I've been 14 years. I've been in Owatonna.
Yeah.
My wife, Sheila and I have been married for 20 years.
Okay.
We both work at Federated Insurance. I've been there for 16 years.
Okay.
And I'm a bachelor's degree in computer science. So if you're wondering why there's a website and a Facebook page, like instantly when we started working,
Because
that's why. That was me.
Oh, and I think that's so smart to take.
It's a good fit for him.
We'll have to talk.
Yeah. Oh, great. Leanne's working the room. What I love about that is I think it's so smart when you're starting something new like this is take what people are good at and have them work on that instead of trying to fit a square peg in a round hole. Just using what they're good at. I think that's really smart. So tell us a little bit about the initiative.
Okay, well, like I said, we got started in late April, early May. We recognized the need that existed out there in terms of health and wellness and recreation. Both Mike and I have children that have been growing up here in Owatonna, and as we travel to other communities, we recognize a lot of the things that they do have that we don't have, and maybe that haven't existed for quite some time. And it's nothing new in this community. The concept of a community wellness facility has been around for more than 3 decades, and it's been tried and tested a few times over the last 30 years. So we felt that it was time to take another stab at it.
Okay.
Try to keep it moving forward.
So tried and tested, they would try to move forward, and at that time wasn't the right time. And
Right.
So that moved. So now let's see if this is the right time.
Exactly,
Okay,
exactly.
Good. And so, Mike, one of the things that you've done is you've decided that we need to talk to the community and see what the community has and find out if this is the right time. And you've done that. And talk to us a little bit about who's coming and what they're going to do.
Well, Jeff King from Ballard & King & Associates has been hired, and he'll be coming into town, I believe, this Sunday already, the 13th. And our sessions will begin Monday morning, bright and early. We have 14 stakeholder sessions identified, and it's a diverse group. And this is what we were shooting for, is to have this cross-section of the community that would come in and talk to a third-party consultant and get just an outsider's view of we see ourselves problems, but does that mean that they're not are they typical problems? What are the gaps compared to other communities?
Okay.
And he'll be doing these sorts of things when he's here. Now, there's 14 sessions, 1-hour sessions across all 3 of these days. Monday's going to be a long day for us.
You will be at each of these sessions?
We're going to be split up. It'll be split up between the 2 of us, and we have some other core committee members that will also be very engaged with the process. Yes.
But I'm sure it's going to be super exciting to hear what the community has to say.
Absolutely.
Oh, and these groups are just, it's fantastic that these folks have taken the time to actually agree to come. We're talking about the medical community. There's a group of seniors that are coming.
Oh, good.
DECA from the high school, that group is coming on, I believe, Tuesday afternoon. We have alternative service providers.
The education community.
The educational community is there. I think we have 80% of the high school coaches are going to be coming.
Oh, wow. And so basically what you're saying is, in Owatonna, what do we need to make sure we have a healthy area, a healthy society? And do we have that? And if we don't, what is that? What can we make that?
What are the constraints? What are we faced with? What do we need to prioritize? And what's the community willing to support and sustain? So.
Okay, good. And so he's going to be here on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And he'll be running all those sessions.
Okay.
In fact, we'll fall very much back into facilitator role.
Okay.
We
Here's
don't
your
want.
coffee. It's probably been a long time since either of you have gotten anyone coffee. But
Well, I don't know about that.
Maybe this morning.
Here you go, honey. Well, so what are some of the things that you are hoping to come away from? Why don't you tell us this, Peng, as you look at these, as he comes through, he's going to take all this information. I'm sure he's going to correlate it, condense it down. What are kind of some things you're hoping to find out?
Well, I think bottom line, what we're hoping to surround is just a real solid understanding of what the community's opinion is when it comes to health and wellness and recreational needs that exist in the community. As Mike indicated, there's a very broad group of stakeholders that we're bringing to the table, and each one is going to most likely be representing a different facet or a different opinion. So, you know, when all is said and done, Ballard, King and Associates will take all that information and constructively put together a summary of what bubbles to the surface and where should we be focusing our attention, and ultimately, hopefully, some sort of a recommendation. We're going to be looking at a lot of different things that are needed in the community, and, you know, initially, I know that folks out there are wondering, well, where's it going to go? What's it going to look like? How are you going to fund it?
Yeah,
and
the
you know, we
finished
really
product, they're already looking there where you're not even there yet.
Right, and we're not going to know the answers to those questions right away.
Yeah.
We're going to get some information back from Ballard and King, and hopefully be able to examine it and make a recommendation ourselves.
And I think that's what's interesting is that people think this is for a community center, but that might not even be the end result, because that's not, you're not end result goal oriented right now. You say you want to find out what the needs are for this center. And so it could be, who knows, it could be a very interesting result.
It's a key point, because we're in the infant stages of this, and these questions, the community is asking these very good questions. They ask, the number 2 question we ask is location. It always is. And it's a great question. I wish we had an answer to it, but we don't know what we're talking about
They're not
yet.
there yet.
And the same thing with the cost question. How are you going to pay for it, and how you get? Great question, but can we first talk about what the gaps are,
what it's even
and
going
what
to
the,
be,
and we're going to get there, and we need everybody to bring in their input, and then we'll get there. But first things first, we're at the
Well, that's
beginning.
what I think is so exciting about this project is from the beginning you're asking for input. You didn't say, okay, we're going to build this, now what do you think? You're asking from the beginning what those needs are.
Absolutely.
And so you've bringing this gentleman in, and that's already been paid for by the community. The community saw the need for this to begin with. So I'm sure that as you move forward, there'll be no problem in getting the community support for what will be decided on.
Absolutely. The community's been very key in, you know, from the get-go, and we knew that they needed to be. This is a grassroots group, and we're going to put forth a recommendation that the community supports, hopefully.
Well, if anyone wants to be involved in this, if maybe they're not a stakeholder, but they have things they'd like to say, how can they get a hold of you guys, or how can they express that interest?
Should we talk about the community meeting real quick?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay, that's the first spot.
Okay,
now
good.
on January 14th and 15th, so it's going to be the Monday and Tuesday next week, 7:30 to 8:30 at the Owatonna Junior High School cafeteria. Okay, now to give people an idea, I can give you an idea of what is going to be happening, and maybe that'll help people determine if they want to spend that hour
there you go.
at the session. Everybody's time is busy, and we respect that. It'll take roughly an hour. Jeff King will start off with he'll be running the session, he'll be in charge, and he'll give a brief overview of what's going to happen. Now, I'm picturing a room full of people at the junior high school, and if you've been in the cafeteria, there's tables set up. And each table will become roughly their own stakeholder session, is how this works. So he'll give a brief overview at the front of what other communities are doing, explain this process we're about to work through, and then discussions start at those tables. And those tables will come up with their own ideas.
Okay.
And it might be like, if we're sitting there, I might say, I think we need a gymnasium because of this.
Because my child likes to do this, and there's no place for him to do that, so if we could have it for that kind of thing. Okay.
So the table will have those discussions and come up with their list, and a voting process will take place. Then you take the votes from each of the tables, and you bring it together into one final vote. And that's how the community sessions, that particular community session's opinion comes out.
Good. And I think that's, again, if people have these questions and they want to, this is the place to start. Don't worry about the end product. Get in the beginning, start finding out now what this information is, and be well informed.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah.
And they certainly can always contact either myself and or Mike
Okay.
if they have any questions or concerns or want to be able to voice their opinion on something.
Well, I'd love to have you guys back on once this information comes in, and we'll talk about it again and find out where what he has said, Mr. King has said.
Okay.
And that'd be great. I appreciate your time. So is information on the screen right now. If you are interested in finding out more about this wellness program, sports and wellness initiative is what they're calling it, go ahead and check that out. Of course, like Facebook page, he's got you got it all covered, don't you?
Oh,
it's all there.
It's rocking. Come visit it.
Computer, please check it out. Mike wants you to see it. He's done a lot of work on it. Check it out. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.
And good luck on this next week. That's so exciting.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks.
We'll be back on the Owatonna Today Show.
Hi, Warren Abraham, Abraham Consulting Technologies, your one-stop technology shop. We support the Owatonna Today Show.
Owatonna Public Utilities, real people, real reliable, real progress. Making life a little easier day after day, taking pride in our community, listening to what you say, a voice you can talk to. We're growing with you in mind in everything we do. Owatonna Public Utilities.
Hello, I'm Sean McNulty.
And I'm Deb Gillard with Brookdale Senior Living, Sterling House, and Clarebridge of Owatonna.
And we are a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
And we're back with the Owatonna Today Show. I want to thank you so much for joining us. Hopefully you learned a little bit. Don't forget, if you do have some community announcements, please let us know, the Owatonna Today at charter.net, or you can always call Leanne at her number, which is 390-5751. I almost remembered someday. It's going to be so exciting. Do want to remind you that if you haven't had a chance to get out on Saturday to the Eagles and check out the winter farmers market. Yeah, sorry, my brain went blank. Really want to encourage you to go do that because they still have some of the great things that you expect during the summer, but they have it now during the winter, and that's on Saturday mornings at the Eagles Club. So make sure you go check that out and support them, 9 to 12, so they can get a chance to get the support that they need so they can continue to have the farmers market throughout the year. Also want to remind you that they do have the Autism Spectrum Disorder Parent Support Group. That's coming up January 22nd from 6 to 7:30 at the Associated Church. I have a real passion for this. I do have a nephew who has autism. I've seen his family throughout their life struggle from the diagnosis to knowing what kind of educational services to knowing what to do at the home and even interpersonal skills with the family. So really encourage you, if you know someone who has just had their child diagnosed with autism, or maybe they've been struggling with on their own for a while, have them get the support they need, and they can do that. It is, again, it's actually the fourth Tuesday of every month. It's from 6 to 7:30 at the Associated Church. There is child care, so if you do have other children, they do have child care there, but you need to call them a couple days ahead schedule so they can make sure they have people there, and that's Tanisha at 413-0323. That is, again, the Autism Spectrum Disorder Group. And then want to encourage you to check out the Water Project. This is a Jack Mader photographer. I'm probably going to head over there today because I love water myself. I'm so excited about it. He has taken all sorts of photographs of water, from jellyfish to drops of water to what he says the river in the sky. It's a beautiful opportunity to understand water and how it affects our lives and just the beauty of it itself. So I encourage you to get over there. That is now January 6th through the 27th at the Owatonna Art Center. If you want to find out more information, you can call 451-0533 and find out when their hours are. It's a great opportunity for you to enjoy what we have here locally in Owatonna. Thanks again so much for joining us. We'll see you next week right here on the Owatonna Today Show.
I'm Dan Branstad of